I'd like to invite Sara Cabrera, the winner of our oratory contest, to come up to deliver her award-winning speech.
827,609. 827,609. I will never forget this golden number. For anyone wondering what this number represents, it's how many children were missing from the United States death report the year I was born. The CDC reported 2,423,995 in 2007, meaning these missing cases made up over 1/4 of the deaths in our country. Did you hear about that large-scale concealment when it happened? I'm sure you didn't. There was no national scandal, no media coverage, no monument made in honor of those souls. But why? Why did no one know or care? What was the cause of death of such a vast amount of children? And why were they excluded from the CDC's reported death count? Well, I have one word for you: abortion. 1/3 of my generation is missing. These lives were disregarded because many believe that the preborn child is not human. But history teaches us something. Every time a population's humanity was challenged, the people in power ended up concluding that they were, in fact, human. Every single time. But until then, those communities were brutally massacred and violated. The Holocaust, slavery, forced sterilizations on the mentally unfit, and more. 96% of biologists agree that life begins at fertilization. Yet from 2015 to 2020, an average of about 7,740 children were lost to abortion per year in Indiana. That's 9/11 times 3 each year in one state. If that number shocks you, according to the pro-choice Guttmacher Institute, over 73 million children die throughout the world annually because of abortion. That's the Holocaust over 12 times each year. How many more children need to die until the concept that they are just a clump of cells is just as appalling as the idea that a black man is a piece of property? Nowadays, society idolizes animals over children, the disabled, and the elderly. This is a sign of a dying civilization. But even more infuriating is this government imposing its racist practices on third world countries. Let me clarify. The left might want to convince you that America is systemically racist. I'm here to tell you, as a Mexican American living in this country for over 16 years, I have never seen or experienced this alleged systemic racism that is so forcefully integrated into our culture. I have never been denied an opportunity because of my skin color or ethnic background. In fact, I've had more opportunities presented to me because of it. Now, why did I just bring up racism if America, as I claimed, is not racist? Planned Parenthood was founded by the eugenicist Margaret Sanger on the premise that the black race should be eliminated. But that's not the case anymore, you might say. Well then, why does the abortion industry prey on immigrants and minorities when not on college students and high schoolers? Why were more black babies murdered in their mother's wombs than born alive in New York for years? Fun fact, when birth control was a novelty, Puerto Rican women were used as guinea pigs, and some died in that process, while others were left with severe health complications. Yet, developing countries look up to America for its policies. For example, if we legalize abortion here, other countries will follow suit. In 2007, only 17 days after I was born, human sacrifices returned to Mexico in the form of legal abortion. Over 241,152 Mexican children like me are not here today because of it. But Planned Parenthood won't stop with mere access to abortion in their clinics. They're getting into our schools. Their sex education will teach you that condoms and birth control are very effective. And if it fails, no worries. Just get an abortion. Scared your parents will find out? Don't worry about that either. In this country, I can get an abortion at my age without my parents ever finding out, but I can't buy whiteout at the store, get a tattoo, or even see an abortion in an R-rated movie at a theater without them. They want abortion to be so unrestricted that they are now dispensing the abortion pill in pharmacies, allowing more women to perform abortions on themselves in their homes. They first give the woman mifepristone to starve and kill her baby. They'll then instruct her to take the second pill, misoprostol, to gently empty her uterus. They'll only fail to mention that chemical abortion is 4 times more dangerous than surgical abortion and 10 times deadlier. These abortion providers won't tell this woman that her daughter is actually fully developed with everything she needs until she's fully grown. They won't warn this mother that she will have to face her child's innocent facial features when she's expelled from her. They will simply instruct her to flush the products of conception down her toilet. Something many people might not realize is that now, with access to these death pills, every time a woman brushes her teeth, pulls up her hair, applies makeup, or takes a shower in that bathroom, she will have to relive flushing her daughter into our sewage system. And as if that wasn't enough, these abortions now pose a threat to society as a whole. Chemically tainted human remains have been introduced into our water, which will have a critical effect on our ecosystems. The whole purpose of safe access to legal abortion was that women wouldn't have to be performing these dangerous procedures on themselves. Now, this industry is letting women die on their own bathroom floors, killing the rest of us in the process. The other side of this fight claims to be pro-choice. But if they truly were pro-choice, they would support these women in crisis with their other choices, motherhood and adoption. They would be cheering on the women who chose life and volunteering at pregnancy resource centers, not burning them down. They would be just as supportive when a woman chooses to parent as they claim they are when she chooses to abort. But they aren't. The other side is a culture of death. Following the overturning of Roe v. Wade, now it is more important than ever that we push our lawmakers to pass legal policies to protect the most vulnerable in our society. Because only then will people begin to realize that all life has dignity and that all lives matter. Black, white, disabled, elderly, and preborn. Only then will we be able to combat the injustices of infanticide, euthanasia, and embryonic stem cell research. But right now, we need to show up with actual resources for women in pregnancy care centers and counseling, including for post-abortive women. 827,609. That is how many people my age are missing. How many more souls will you let go missing for this next generation? Thank you.